Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahshai, Barakatham to the Akim Wakim. Out there keeping his word, truth, and all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3 of his wicked kingdom, and these heathens. To the Yahweh Yahshai, the wicked kingdom of these heathens. To the 1/3 men, women, and children. The hopeful 1/3 men, women, and children. To the Yahweh Yahshai, the house of David. To the 144 faithful men, Kwam Yashala, Lama Lam Young, Rise Israel forever and ever. I just want to go into this thing that basically I was teaching and my phone got screwed up. There's no such thing as white people. There's no such thing as black people, okay? It's either, this whole story is about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There's different nations and people here, you know what I mean? But the main objective is, do you go back to Israel? Because, see, where I'm at, you got a lot of people that are so-called, they think they're white. It's just a bunch of people that think they're white. This is a white city. But guess what? This is going to be like the movie They Live. And so for you, also for you so-called black people and you so-called Native Americans and you so-called Mexican people, this is the time where the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to reveal unto you, niggas, that you in the midst of your fucking enemies, okay? Just because they look like you does not mean that they go back to where you go from. And guess what? In this time, when there's wars and stuff cracking off, you got all this Black Lives Matter. None of this shit is about the men of the Lord. You know what? It's just a done deal. So, like I said, this is about, like, They Live, okay? Look at the movie They Live. They put on there sitting in the bars. Next thing you know, everybody can see. They looking around. They niggas is aliens. So guess what? You're going to be sitting around. You're going to realize that the person next to you that you called your brother and your friend is your fucking enemy, okay? You guys in Mexico, you guys join all these gangs and whoop-de-whoop, saying, oh, we Mexican, this and this. But you're not. You're fucking not. You know what I mean? Okay? Some of you guys are Taínos. Some of you guys are Yaqui. Some of you guys are fucking Apache. Some of you guys are different tribes of Native Americans. So-called, okay? And first and foremost, you guys are mixed with a bunch of Spaniards. The Spaniards are the ones that put you under slavery. They're the same people that ran Rome, okay? That were part of Rome, okay? Yes, there were some Israelites in Rome and whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you running with Aztecs and stuff, and the Aztecs were the ones chopping your ass up and throwing you down the hill, throwing you down the fucking temple, throwing you down the side of that pyramid, okay? You're running with all these other things, claiming all this stuff, and you guys are so proud. It says pride goes before destruction. Let's go with you so-called black people, Black Lives Matter, black biker gang, black gangs, whoop-de-whoop. You're going to realize the nigga that you sitting next to, one day, it's just the Most High just going to reveal it. There's going to be a veil unlifted, and you're going to look right next to you, and you're going to see your enemy, okay? Just because this nigga look like you, same color, don't mean that nigga comes from your nation, okay? Because a lot of the women during the slavery trade or whatever through the slave trade was raped. So you got Esau seed mixed and mingled all up in us. And so for you so-called people, white people, bikers and all that shit, and you gangs and KKK, you're going to realize you're going to turn and you're going to see a nigga sitting next to you one day. Your leader going to be a damn nigga. You look white. You're just going to be like, damn. You know why? Because this shit right here. Okay? Let's talk about Eleanor Butler. Because I keep telling you guys, this white-black stuff never started until it was like the 1665. Around then. Okay, so I thought around the 1800s. They had this rule. Okay, back in Britain, Britain's the one that started this rule. Before, you guys were Irish, I'm English, and you guys talk shit to each other. I'm Irish, I'm English, I'm Italian, I'm whoop-de-whoop. I'm Anglo-Saxon, just like a Mexican. They got a lot of Angles out there, Saxons over there. But do you know what that shit means? A lot of y'all go back to Israel. So that's what I'm saying. You're going to be sitting right next to somebody that you've been calling your brother this whole time. You realize this nigga is not your brother. He is not your friend. He's got you doing wicked shit. You know what I mean? You're going to realize that, man. You're going to realize that. Even you going to have these suck-up guys, too, that's sucking up to you at these biker gangs. And they gonna one day, you be the most racist one. Boop, your skin going to change just like that. The Most High going to change it like, bloop. You going to be like, sitting there, everybody going to be like, what? And then your friend that suck up, he going to be sitting there. He going to be like, I always knew you was a nigga. Yo, but I digress from what I'm saying. So, like I said, back in the day, These women would marry. Even back in the day, Jacob still had swag. No, I don't like that word swag, but Jacob still had game. Even as in slavery, he was still getting the other nations. Okay, because these women was marrying the slaves. They wanted that man. That wanted that man slave. They wanted the man. Okay. And what the other nation did, what Esau did, was he was like, fuck it, I can't get these women. Even in slavery, these niggas is still getting bitches. So what did he do? He said, fuck it. He said, if y'all marry him, I'm going to put you in slavery. You got to go in slavery until he die. If you have kids, y'all both go in slavery until he die. Or however it was about. It was something like that, you know. But that's when he was like, we'll all call ourselves white, and we'll call everybody that's dark skinned black. Okay? That's how this whole black stuff started, okay? This whole white black stuff. Not black, I'm black unto the ground, but that separation. Okay, and then that goes back to when the Most High said, okay, this is where the Most High said, right there, nope, that ain't the one I want. Okay, this is Genesis 3:15. It says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay? So it's going to be enmity between y'all. All right? The separation. That's why they was like, you know what, we're going to separate. We're going to call all of us white and call them this. That's where that white black stuff came from. That checkerboard bullshit. Okay? Chessboard. Checkerboard, red, black, same difference. White, black, red, black. Okay? It's a separation. Okay? Red versus blue. Same shit. Esau, Jacob, still the same shit either way. Jacob always wear the blue, Esau red. Whatever. That's just what it is, okay? Not all these groups. You get all these groups, all these people. Y'all think y'all... Damn. You got all these groups, all these people, y'all think y'all won, but guess what? The Hamashiach, he gonna show y'all that y'all enmity between each other. Because guess what? Even though y'all look alike, don't mean y'all come from the same seed. So y'all might be a group of so-called white people. Edomites is what you think you are. Like Esau, y'all might. You gonna wake up, bro. You know deep down inside you don't fit in. And guess what? He gonna wake you up. And for you brothers out there that don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to speak this word to all nations. Yo, all nations got to hear this word. All right. So like I said, it's going to be like they live. But I was going somewhere else too. Let me get it. All right. So this is where I wanted to get. All right. So people want to know, is there a, I was saying all these people y'all think is y'all friends and your brothers. They ain't. Just like all these niggas that y'all call Gadites and stuff. A lot of these niggas got Mongolian blood in them. And I keep trying to tell y'all, like, Gad don't look like that. There is some Gad, but a lot of these niggas is Mongolian. Okay? Because original Blackfeet, my mom Blackfeet. Straight hair black woman. Blackfeet. Blackfeet and Cree. You know what I mean? You're going to get some brown. You got brown ones, you know what I mean? But you got to realize there is a lot of these natives is mixed with Mongolians. Okay? They did 2 studies right here. 2 separate studies have traced the genetic ancestries of Mongolian population. One moderate study or moderate ethnic Mongolians and one study of an ancient population of Mongolians, with both noting a relationship to Native Americans. Mongolians. Okay? So when y'all be like, oh, Israel is black. Originally, God was a dark-skinned man. So why wouldn't you have dark-skinned Indians? You would. Reuben. You know what I mean? Asher's dark. So why do you guys consider all these Native Americans, all these tribes ain't fucking Gad. And all these people in Gad ain't Gad. Because Gad, look, you know, when I see Gad, like when I go to Omaha and you see Gad and this mix like Cherokee black, then you see what Gad look like. You know what I mean? Then you see what the brothers look like. You know what I mean? You got a lot of these. I ain't saying. Well, there's some. I mean, even some of the Navajo, man. Even some of the Navajo. You know what I mean? You know, some of y'all go back to Mongolia. It's whatever your father is. I mean, yeah, we didn't mingle. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. It goes back. Okay? God was dark skinned in the beginning, but God's seed then spread out. Yeah. Of course, it's going to be light skinned, you know what I mean? But every single one of you guys is not a Gadite, okay? Just because you be like, oh, I'm Navajo, oh, I'm Apache, that what they, you know, doesn't mean that you Apache, doesn't mean that you Navajo, you know? You know? So it matters of the seed of the father, you know? It matters, man. Y'all gotta start paying attention to that, looking at that stuff, man. It matters. Okay? So just because your friend sitting next to you, he's like, no, I'm black. I went through slavery. Did your forefathers go through slavery? Yeah, I think so. That's all that matters. It matters and even if you did go through slavery, it doesn't mean that you ain't Ham. Who knows? There could have been a couple Hamites that got caught with Israel. Couple Hamites, you know. Of course, a couple nations got mixed up in there. You know. They said, "Oh, this is Israel." No, not necessarily. So you gotta pay attention. Be careful with that. But you can't be calling yourself. This ain't no color. You can't be like, "Oh, I'm white, I'm black." It doesn't work. As you can see, the seed then spread it out. Color don't exist. It matter about what does your father go back to. Okay? The pedigree of your father. That's all that matters. Everything else, your father, your father's father, your father's father. Okay? This is that they live moment. There ain't no white. There ain't no black. All you people looking at each other thinking you calling each other one, you niggas is about to fail. With that said, I'm going to end it right there. Shalom.